Don Lemon has been released from custody after being charged for covering a church protest, and he made it clear this will not silence him. What took Don Lemon into custody wasn't violence, chaos, or a hidden crime. It was a protest. A church protest, to be exact. Lemon, a journalist known for standing where stories are uncomfortable, was on the ground covering a tense demonstration outside a church when law enforcement intervened.
So look, I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I have spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
In that charged moment, cameras were rolling, voices were raised, and emotions were raw. What began as coverage quickly turned into a confrontation, ending with Don Lemon being taken into custody. The arrest sent shockwaves across social media almost immediately. Supporters questioned why a journalist doing his job would be detained, while critics debated whether the situation crossed legal boundaries. For Lemon, however, the moment was bigger than the handcuffs. It was about presence, about witnessing and documenting a protest that many believed needed public attention. By placing himself at the center of the story, he stepped into a space where journalism, activism, and authority collided. After hours of uncertainty, Don Lemon was released from custody. The charges stemmed directly from his role in covering the protest, not from any act of violence or destruction. But his release didn't mark the end of the story. If anything, it intensified it. Stepping back into the public eye, Lemon made one thing unmistakably clear: this experience would not silence him. In a brief but powerful message, he addressed the arrest head-on. There was no apology for being present, no retreat from the story. Instead, there was resolve. Lemon framed the incident as part of a larger struggle over who gets to tell the story and who gets pushed aside when events become uncomfortable. His words resonated with journalists, activists, and everyday viewers who see the press as a vital check on power. Reactions poured in from across the media landscape. Fellow journalists expressed concern about press freedom, warning that arrests during coverage, especially at protests, can create a chilling effect. Others focused on the symbolism of the location, a church, a place traditionally associated with sanctuary and moral authority, becoming the backdrop for protest and police action. The contrast only deepened the public conversation. For Don Lemon, this was not his first controversy, but it may be one of the most defining. The arrest placed him back into a familiar role at the center of national debate, but with higher stakes. It raised questions about where journalism ends and where confrontation begins, and who gets to decide that line. As the dust settles, one thing remains certain: Don Lemon is not backing down. His release from custody was not a quiet exit, but a return with purpose. Whether this incident leads to legal battles, broader reforms, or intensified scrutiny, Lemon has made his position clear. The story doesn't end with his arrest, it begins there.